will put your songs like no one knows.
Now that's a wonderful thing to come into chat too.
You're not the only one. I just got an LOL from Ember as well. I've actually had the sound of silence stuck in my head for the past couple of days. And now I'm just butchering it, making up my own lyrics. So how are you doing today, sir?
Good. Have you heard the Portal version, The Sounds of Science?
No, I have not.
Yeah, there's a whole video for it. It's like the little turrets singing Sound of Silence, but it's the sounds of science.
Nice! I'm going to have to go check that out later then.
Okay. Oh, you're over expanding the garden. Okay.
Yep. I mean, have you looked over at the farm since?
Well, actually, I put some of these crops in, like the source berries. Source berry and 3 wheat gets you a source berry roll that has a lot of hunger and saturation.
And here I am with just regular bread. I am such a pleb.
But I will warn you, the plant itself is dangerous.
Oh?
Walk on it when it has the arching part above the top, and it will hurt you. Or at least sounds like it does. I was fiddling around with a couple of things. You had mentioned that we had no source for dye, correct?
We did not as of yet.
We do.
Oh?
Crook grass blocks.
Huh.
I can't remember if that gets us the flowers or the dye itself, but that is a source that we have.
I think that's just for the, brain. Work, please. For the flowers. And for some apparent reason, my vein mining doesn't want to work anymore.
It doesn't on stone. I think that's probably disabled so that you don't accidentally vein mine out the entire, world.
Okay, it wasn't. It was actually not activated. Because apparently it deactivates itself.
Okay. Yeah, crooking grass gets you the flowers, and then you can just convert the flowers to dye real easy.
All right. I forget what we were going to use the dye for.
I will say we lucked into it being a slime chunk right here where the tree's growing too.
Oh yeah. Having
Vein
slime
mine
balls this early is kind of like a godsend, really.
Well, plus the mob souls. I also did a little mob spawning room back here. Not very big, but
I noticed. Now we need to actually get weapons.
Well, I have an iron sword on me.
Have a Paxel.
I mean, you know what? Plus,
And those are creepers.
I was about to say, plus we have enough hemp vines. We can make string to make bows.
Ah, that we can.
Oh, plus we've got, we can probably tinkers a lot of the weapons too. Let's see, and I told you about the millstone modification I made and piping it into the chest. And I've got this all set up now running off the steam engine.
Ah, yes. And I need to... we do have the pipes, like you said.
Yeah, in the diamond chest there's item pipes.
Let me grab a few of those so I can modify what I've got.
And there should be a pipe wrench in there too. You'll need to set one end of the pipes to pull.
Fluid pipe.
Yellow upper left-hand corner item pipe.
Ah.
And then the pipe wrench is second row up on the second from the right.
Okay, so apparently there was a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, in the chest? Oh, there was a lot of the seared bricks that you had. I might have left a couple of ingots of something in there. Okay. So one of the big roadblocks right now is Nether quartz, but I believe we can get that from washing soulstone, which we can get with the mob souls.
All right, yeah, that's input.
Yeah, soul sand.
What the? Where did that wrench go? Hey, Aleknor, can you check the basin to see if I put the wrench in there?
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Note to self: make sure you're shifting.
Yeah, got to be shifty when doing things like that. Okay.
All right, now let me grab
I'm gonna need some
chest.
sand.
We should
Okay. Oh, and the chicken thing. I got chicken things today too. Oh, was the dyes to start the chickens?
Maybe? Okay, so it did connect, so that's good. Let's get some cobble turned into regular stone now. You need more cobble?
No, I'm working one stack. I'm making some sand to make soul sand.
Okay. Do we want more casting tables?
I would say yeah, and I'd say dedicate the one here around the corner. Don't pipe it in. We can use it for tool components.
Oh, okay. I got what you mean. All right, let's make a couple more of these tables. Oh, that's kind of nice. The tables stack. So, how did we get these,
The item pipes?
yeah. Was it a quest reward?
Is it a quest reward or an early quest to make them?
Hmm.
I think it was a quest reward because I'm not seeing a completed quest that uses them.
I made one too many, apparently.
How do we even make them?
I'm shocked.
Oh, actually, they're not that hard to make. 2 droppers, a redstone, and iron ingots.
Huh.
Oh, and I took out a couple of mobs earlier and got a uncommon loot crate, so I'm going to see what's in it. 4 chance cubes.
And we've had such good luck with them.
Let me make some soul sand out of the mob souls that we've got, and then I'll go play around with this chance cube.
I gotta fix this. Is there scaffolding in here?
Yeah, see.
There is.
If not, we've got extra ladders.
I'm looking for scaffolding in particular, but it requires bamboo. Which I don't think we have any bamboo yet.
No, but crooking sand has a 5% chance of getting bamboo. As well as sugarcane.
How about if I finish up getting this new plot ready, and we can throw bamboo on and sugarcane over here.
Okay. Mental note. If you're going to try to make 2 of something that includes sand, don't put the 2 sand in first. You get snad.
Snad is better for growing, though.
Yeah, but I'm I'm trying to make soul sand, and I made a snad instead.
But
Got
then
some
again,
water.
Eldor, like I said, we're gonna be getting that bamboo and whatnot. So
Oh yeah, I'm not complaining about getting the snad, but it was not the expected result.
it's just like, I got snad. What? I need a soul sand, not snad.
Fortunately, it didn't use up the mob souls, and I had more than enough. I had extra sand on me. Because the recipe, it's using the create mixer. You toss in a mob soul, a sand, and it uses a 1/4 bucket of water. So I had 2 mob souls on me, so I threw the 2 sand in, and I threw the 2 mob souls in, and it made snad and gave me the mob souls back. So, just for if anybody watching, I've got the water wheels, geared to speed up to this mechanical pump. It's pumping water into here. And it's that boiler is...
we're going to have to...
turning this.
The big grindstone that we wanted to work on today. Remember searching right, that's going to take the creative crafting grid.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. That's why we need the nether quartz that I'm working on. But do not attempt to make 4 soul sand at a time. You end up with Sewell snad.
Huh?
There, the bottom of the steps.
It's a form of snad? What
Yeah. So I'm guessing like for growing netherwort. This would grow netherwort faster than regular soul sand would. So toss the snad and the Sewell snad in the chest over here with all the food in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get some more mob souls.
So, brain. Why does my brain not want to work right now? Do we already have dirt made, or do I need to...
You can make some. It's just hammering gravel.
Oh, okay, so we don't have any made as of right now. That's what I was wondering.
I mean, there might be like one or two somewhere.
Yeah, there's 2. Let me grab a stack of cobble and get it going to work on it.
See if I get any nether quartz out of the soul sand that I have already.
Oh, my building wand is dead. I forgot about that.
And got nothing out of that for soul sand. I'm thinking I might make myself a couple more pickaxes, iron pickaxes, and see how much further out we have to dig to get to the nether layer.
If you go down the northern hallway, that probably would be the best bet for that.
Yeah.
And I need to make a new hammer.
Okay. Is there an iron hammer? You know, have you been using stone this whole time?
What? Sorry? What?
Have the hammers? Have you been using stone?
No, I've been using iron.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm still using stone. I'm thinking, you know, iron might. We have enough iron now. We could probably do that.
Yep. That was one of those where I was just like, yeah, we definitely have enough. So, and they do last longer. They're still not great. But if you look at it, there's many different types of hammers.
Yeah.
It's just the ones that use that break things down all use the stone handle.
Get stoned. But we've got a very steady source of cobblestone anyway.
Yeah. Between the generator and everything around us.
Actually, I think we can even upgrade that generator one more time.
Do we have enough for it?
Tier 3, it takes 3 blocks and 5 ingots.
So in other words, yes. Yes, we have enough. got the dirt that we need.
Yep,
for
it
the
looks
new.
looks like mobs do spawn in that dungeon area on the map. We just need to go considerably higher, I think, to get to it.
Which dungeon area? Because I saw those two, and I just didn't know where they were.
Well, and after stream last week, I was tinkering around in the solo world in spectator mode, and I had to go up about 60 blocks to find where the dungeon actually was. So I just don't think we went up high enough when we were looking.
Oh, we can always go back and look further. That's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
Well, because I'm going out that north tunnel to look for the Nether ring, so I can get some quartz more easily. But on the map, I'm seeing all kinds of mobs.
Wrong way. It's like, I wanted to go over here, not over there. Do you know how we can refill the builder's wand or the wands?
I don't know if you can repair them with a diamond in the anvil or not.
We don't have diamonds yet, though.
I think we have 2 or 3 that have dropped from loot bees.
Well, it's worth a try. Still got to make an anvil first off. So.
Well, actually, I think the recipe for them is just 2 sticks and a diamond. In a diagonal across the grid. So that would be in a Tron movie. That I've got the surprise me option on right now. So
I got a lot of like momentum going on in my chat today. Like, wow.
And Pupper saying hi, it sounds like.
Yeah, he's been right next to me this entire time. Just kind of like stood up, shaked off a little bit. Bad builders want. Bad.
Did it break on you?
No. Because I had stone in my inventory, it built out more stone when I didn't want stone.
I think there's a command /wand oops. All one word.
Eh. It was easy enough fix.
Okay. Actually, I just tried to type in that command a little bit, and it did not work.
As the server goes, here's a stick. Let me place this. And how do you make that food that you found?
Source berries and 3 wheat. Just one source berry, 3 wheat. Sourceberry roll is what it's called, I think.
Okay. Do I have wheat in my inventory? Yes, I do. One sourceberry, 3 wheat.
As I come a long run all the way back down this tunnel to get more torches.
Oh wow, that is a lot of saturation. Water.
Yeah, just when I had picked up some source berries, I had crooked some dirt, I think it was. And the source berries were something that came up, so I just looked to see what those were used for. I'm like, oh, hey, that's a pretty handy food item.
It's a really good early game food item, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't have any torches myself. I'm gonna have to grab some.
Yeah. I have no idea how far I'm going. So.
Oh, geez, we got a lot of coal. I was starting
Yeah.
to think, maybe I should make some charcoal. Nah.
Well, all the sand and gravel that was being processed to make all the iron and everything else, coal was a byproduct.
Ooh, they have mini coal.
Okay.
I just accidentally converted the rest of our coal into mini coal.
Oh, oops. But you can convert it back
that,
real easy, right?
But it can be recrafted up, I believe. But that actually helps us because that extends the amount. Because I think it still has the same amount of burn time.
Ah, mini coal burns just as long as coal. Okay, so like when we're cooking things in the furnaces.
Yeah, so it doubles the amount, basically doubles the amount of coal that we just had.
Yeah, I'm in the tunnel going basically below that dungeon area. I'm seeing Endermen, creepers, skeletons, zombies, all kinds of things on the map.
Second farm has been set up. Now we just need to decide what we want to throw over there.
I think I have to get past the end of where that dungeon is to start getting the before I can approach the Nether ring. Well, I don't know about the accuracy of this in modded, but I heard somewhere that somebody had, dived through the code of vanilla, and crops will actually grow faster if you have a different crop next to them.
I heard that as well for vanilla. So basically, the way that I kind of set up the original place,
Yeah,
the original one, it's every row is different almost.
Yeah, you don't have more than the 2 rows of the same crop.
Right.
Although I did change it a little bit to put the so that the pumpkins and melons would grow to the outside instead of having a chance to grow to the inside.
I saw that, and I thank you for that, sir. I saw my mistake, and I was just like, no.
Well, what? Bountiful melons, yes, Pawn. Always good to have bountiful melons. Well, it's because the only way to force them to grow in a certain direction is to plant a crop there. So I just shifted the outer ring next to them to dirt so that they would still plant, because they won't grow onto cobblestone or stone. Okay. Well, I am 500 blocks out, and even the big map isn't showing Nether yet.
Really? Just how far out is it? Holy cow.
I'm seeing more dungeons, but no Nether yet.
Well, I'm currently trying to make my way up to that small one that I first found, and I'm already seeing like creepers and zombies on the mini-map. But just a mini-map.
Oh, good. Oh, good. This pack has the good ender chests. Lock
The
146.
ones that we can actually say, this is where we want it to go.
Yeah, we can color code the ender chests in here, yes.
Nice.
146 from where I was. So, what, 650, 700? I mean, that's fine. I don't... It's not much of a spoiler telling me how much further I have to dig.
How much higher do I gotta go?
Well, what's your Y right now?
7. Oh, wait a minute. No, 34.
So you're probably a little over halfway there. No, Ember, if Paul wants to run around with his melons out, he can run around with his melons out. That's fine.
Oh, definitely came to dig. I was not expecting to dig this much.
I will never fault anybody for wanting to run around with their melons out.
Thank goodness we don't have to pay royalties on even referencing somebody else's songs.
Yep.
That would stink.
Although I'm sure the record executives would love it if we did.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's more money they'd get paid for not doing anything.
Somebody else is using our music? We just have to collect money for it? Sure, we'll do that. Clowns.
And you thought the tobacco lobby was bad for outlawing cigarettes. Look at the record company lobbies for maintaining their copyrights and rules.
I don't know which one's worse, honestly.
Well, I'll say at least the record executives weren't putting out a product that, you know, affected people's health and killed them, and then trying to defend that.
True.
They're just using similar tactics and influence to defend their own manner of greed.
And profiting off of somebody else's abilities.
Yeah.
Let's face facts. If it wasn't for the artists that actually created the music, they would not be getting paid.
Well, and honestly, of all the big popular artists out today, do you know how few of them actually write their own music?
Pretty few. What? I just heard a Britannia noise. But you're right. A lot of the artists nowadays don't even write their own music, which is sad. That's the reason why I like listening to rock and roll, and the majority of they do write their own music. They take it as a sign of pride that they're like, yep, I wrote this, I'm singing this, and everybody else loves it. So I'm going to keep doing it.
Oh, holy crap.
Huh.
This dungeon that's appearing ahead of me on the minimap.
Don't forget you're like 500 blocks out, so I don't know exactly what you're getting at.
No, it is well oh wow. Okay, that one you found on the minimap earlier, that is like a podunk little town compared to the metropolis that I'm coming up to.
What? It's like, you found a hillbilly town, I found the metropolitan.
And given the number of mobs I'm seeing in this thing, it's no wonder that I am 666 blocks out. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I'm at Y69 and I still haven't hit this place yet.
I'd say maybe try going... Yeah. if you don't hit it by 75, maybe try going down. So there might have been slight differences in the generation, the world spawning in the solo one I was doing to this one.
I just hit deep slate though. Have you run into that yet?
Yeah. Down the passage where we were getting the andesite. I dug it down to deep slate for the accomplishment.
And now I'm hearing spiders. I must be getting
I think I was in the 500 area. I'm not sure if I'm a full 146 out from where you said or not.
You know, I actually gotta admit, I like the look of deep slate. When you actually turn it into like the deep slate brick and stuff like that, it just has an appealing aesthetic to me.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, it's a dark block. Ooh, I found some tuff. And I found some deep slate. And some azurine.
Azurine? Never heard of that one before. Mob noises have intensified.
Well, when we can make the crusher, we can run it, get some crushed zinc ore and zinc nuggets out of it.
Well, when we start making the tinkerer stuff, ooh, stone brick slab. I'm right below that little thing now.
Okay, so yeah, you found it?
Yep.
Well, Pawn, I'm actually looking for the nether
I'm gonna see if I
layer.
can come up from the outside of it.
Granite. Okay, I'm hearing a spider noise here not too far from me. You're taking credit anyway. I mean, I did find
That's right, you guys. You're not ready for this. I'm hitting you from a hole.
Oh, you said for granted. Ooh, some iron ore. Although we have lots of iron. Okay, I'm hearing some.
What? This?
You found the dungeon. Got the achievement and the death.
Yeah, but now I need to go back and get my body and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm hearing, I don't know what it is, I'm hearing something very big and very growly near me.
Watch it be a warden.
Well, no, the captioning that I have turned on actually literally says wolf growls.
So the little one that I found has basically a spawner right in the middle of it. So I actually got up into the room and it just went, I'm gonna blow you up now.
Okay, yeah, I found a whole cave system here.
Today's episode is brought to you by
Okay.
exploration. It's what you need to do.
And I'm finding mobs I'm not expecting to find. Found something that looked very much like a werewolf. Called a Wealden Hunter. And dropped a
Nope, skeleton.
Wilden Horn. Can't take what I said for granted. Common loot crate. Oh. Yay, I got a music disc. Okay, so then the next question is, do I keep digging further out to try to get to the nether layer, or do I go ahead and hunt mobs here for the mob souls?
That was another close one. Creeper all man.
The creepers like you, don't they?
Oh, there was like 3 of them that just like ganked me.
Would you like some assistance at that point, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
Because this is a lot more than what I was anticipating. Because I was just getting bum rushed by skeleton zombies and creepers.
All right, I'm gonna make my way back, empty out some inventory space, and then I'll be there to help.
And I need to figure out how to remove death markers.
Open up the map and then right-click on the waypoint.
Ah.
Okay, that was a creepy sound as I'm running down this tunnel.
Bring some blocks as well to kind of like pseudo protect us.
I've got over 10 stacks of cobblestone on me. I think I have some blocks.
Because I lost all the. I pick up my stuff and then I get blown up and.
Okay, you just appeared on the mini-map, so I'm partway there.
Yep, there's wolves up here too.
Okay. Already coming up the stairs.
Let me see. Today at X -8, Y 86, Z -205.
Oh, reading your obituary?
Yep. 1 diamond axle, 23 torches, 1 diamond wand, diamond hoe, cobblestone, pipe wrench, but oh, I had that pipe wrench on me. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, here's the deep slate.
Nope, 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 nope.
Ah. I was trying to break the spawner at least. Okay. If I can get my stuff back, I've got a bunch of torches. I'll just start dropping torches in the area.
I got torches as well.
So if we can light up the area, maybe we can get some of the extra stuff to stop spawning.
Later, bitches. That's a husk. Nope. That was something else.
Yeah, the animal-looking things walking on 2 feet, wilders, I think is what they're called.
Picked up a bat wing along the way. Trying to get rid of some of the stuff out of my inventory that I don't need.
Just picking up some random cobblestone blocks as I'm coming up.
That was from me.
Okay.
I was trying to prevent them from coming down, but
I don't even get a chance to make it back to my grave yet. And I need to figure out what... need to make a bed so we stop spawning in that water pool.
we do. Well, we can now, since we got...
Yeah. Got the hemp to make the string to make the wool.
Yep.
Assuming it actually works that way.
I would hope so.
For the moment, anyway, I'm seeing nothing on the minimap mob-wise.
Well, I did light up that room pretty well when I was running around. Even though I'm pretty sure your iron armor was probably better than what I had.
Well, I think you had leather chest plate, but otherwise you had some diamond too, didn't you?
Diamond leggings, but iron helmet and diamond helmet are the same amount of armor amount.
Oh, okay. Diamond just has more durability to it.
Right. Yeah, helmet and boots between iron and diamond are exactly the same armor amounts. Thief! Okay, so there are some goodies in here. Get rid of that. What else can I get rid of? Get rid of that. Because don't want that. There's a enchanted stone sword here with sharpness 2, knockback 1.
Okay.
And cornflower.
And a powdered snow bucket.
Go ahead and grab that stuff because my inventory is kerfuffled right now. This is a pretty cool room though.
Yep.
And apparently there's still a creeper in here. Yep, up top. So I think we leave this and we seal it so we don't have to come back in here again.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I don't know what tough is, so I'm not going to use that. Anthracite's valuable. Dirt we can make plenty of.
And if the mob spawning room, if that's ever completely non-functional, we can always just come up here at some much later point when we've got much better armor and weapons.
Yeah.
and kill mobs.
I mean, we do have the Tinkerer's tables now, so we just need to start making the
components.
The stuff for it.
Yeah. Did you pick up any mob souls?
No. The only thing I got was the Wilden Ring and gunpowder.
Okay. Because I only picked up 3 mob souls. That's not going to be enough to do much of anything.
I can guarantee you, though, my armor took a massive hit.
Yeah, I took a couple of creeper hits in there. Mine's not that dinged up. That's full. I have a welded horn. I'm just going to toss these obituaries in the trash.
We got a trash can! Woo! Uncommon loot crate. And it gave me an iron ingot.
Common loot crate gave me a cooked salmon slice.
Wow. Ooh. I made an achievement.
Which one?
Spiky bomb? It was the spawner dungeon.
Oh yeah, I saw that one pop in chat when you went in there.
Yeah, I took out the spawner. That way we didn't have to worry about any more creepers.
Yeah. Now, actually, I think a stone dungeon is that other one that you found.
The second one up further?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that you were exploring?
No, I'm further out. I'm about 700 blocks out where I found.
Well, what do we need for any more like progression?
The stone dungeon is a progression. A lot of it needs nether quartz, and that's why I was looking for the nether, or mob souls to make soul sand to wash to get quartz.
Oh, okay. Well, you do have enough for one more soul sand.
I've got 3 mob souls on me, so I can make 3 more soul sand. But it's the quartz is like a 10 or 15% chance to wash out of a soul sand.
Ooh, that's low percentage.
And we need 7 nether quartz to make the crafter.
All right, so I will help you keep digging outward.
Okay. I'm just clearing out some inventory space. Oh. And I forgot.
Oh, geez, that dungeon is big. Holy cow!
The one about 700 blocks out.
No, the one at 400.
Oh yeah, the second one you found. I'm thinking that's the stone dungeon that's another achievement.
I think we'll hit that up not next week, but the week after, since I will be unavailable next weekend.
Okay.
Gonna be having family up, and it's also the day after my 20th high school reunion.
Yes. You'd mentioned you were going to that. And we now have a room full of lava.
A broom full of lava?
Room.
Oh,
Opening up these chance cubes. One of them turned a section of the floor into water, and then in chat said, no, I wanted a hot tub. So it turned all the water into lava.
Ah, yes. Oh, geez, you're not kidding. That is big. Oh, wow, is that big?
Yeah, I think that's the quote-unquote dungeon layer, and then the next one's the nether layer.
So we gotta get past the dungeon layer to get to the nether layer. Hopefully I don't accidentally go into the dungeon. Damn you!
What?
Play.
Well, we have anvils now.
All that time dealing with the sand and washing it to get clay.
Is there a whole clay layer there?
I just found a giant clay deposit. And looks like to be a tunnel that you started to look down, explore down. So I see a torch.
Yeah, and there's a just like a cobblestone block. That's to keep mobs from getting back into the main passage.
No, I went further. Like, I kept going down and I just ran into it.
Oh, down the... Yeah, I'd gotten so far down there, and I had heard the wolves to my right. So I kind of cut into the tunnel area and fought off a few mobs and put a couple of torches there. But I didn't get very far because that's when I doubled back to come help. Okay.
Oh, jeez, that's big. That big boy. It's like taking up my entire mini-map big. And I just mined into it again.
One more mob soul.
This is definitely the area that we want to be for resources, though.
Yeah. But the most resources I've seen are ones we were, getting already.
Really? Because I just ran into diamond.
Okay, that I hadn't seen yet.
Spiky bomb. Let's see how this works. There's something there. Ow!
There's two chests here. We have no sticks in either one of them.
Right. It can hurt yourself. That was a big chunk of diamond. Holy cow. Oh, dimensional shards. Ooh.
Ooh, those are handy, I think, for like duplicating stuff in the mixer and create. Oh. I'll be just in a minute. I need to grab more pickaxes if we're going to dig out much further. Had like 5 iron pickaxes. I've got 1 left. Oh, you found Certus quartz.
Yes, I did. The only bummer is that this is so far out that it'll take us a while to get to it.
Yeah.
But I'm picking up copper, Certus quartz, osmium. There's over here. There's some more Certus. But we do need to go further.
Okay.
More clay. Yes, please.
Well, plus we have, I think, at least half a stack in the in one of the chests too. Of the clay balls. It's nothing to sweep.
I don't think we need diorite for anything.
We do. It's not an immense of need, but it's something else we can get quartz out of.
All right, let me clear up some room in my inventory.
No, we got to crush it. Never mind. We need the quartz to make the crusher. And we use the crusher to get the quartz. So.
All right, so I picked up more of that diorite. I got a full stack of it.
Okay.
Anthracite, I got a stack of. Of course, that doesn't have a block form. Oh, bugger. Oh, yeah, baby. More clay. Give me that clay. I'll take that Certus as well. This is a nice little honey hole here.
Yeah. Are you're just still running down checking out the side passage? Or are you going further out in the main tunnel?
Main tunnel just
Still just picking a straight
went
line?
for it.
Okay.
Which I'm probably going to have to go back soon because I am running out of space in my inventory.
When you go back, take a peek and see what it would take to make those ender chests and an ender pouch.
Yeah, let me head back so I can do that.
Yeah.
And I'm out of food too, so.
Yeah, I might want some of that. There's quartz ore.
Oh, what did it say in the book about how far out each ring is? I don't remember. Wasn't it like 900 or 1,000 blocks out?
In the book, it doesn't. It gives you a general image, but it just says, as you travel further from your spawn point, you will come across dungeons, caves, and eventually a ring of nether and end. But it doesn't say how far. Now, it does in getting started. No, in one of the other tabs. About up and down. When we're going up and down in the Y levels, 55 blocks tall stone, 20 blocks tall slice of andesite, and 53 block tall layer of deep slate. But that's not how far out we're going.
I am now down to the point where I am out of stamina. And I'm going to be hitting hunger soon. And I poisoned myself again. Oh, why am I such a fool when it comes to stuff like that? It's like, ooh, I got a new toy. I'm going to try it out. Burn out.
Oh, wait. I just realized Oh, I could use a shovel. I need a shovel for this clay instead of the pickaxe.
That's the reason why I've been using the
Paxel.
Paxel.
Well, we only have the other Paxels we have are 2 gold ones, and they would have burned out long ago.
Oh yeah, they would have. And I'm gonna have to repair my Paxel here soon. About 50% on it.
Picking up some osmium, and that might be good for making some tools with. Do we have the book for Tinkers?
I think it's in one of the chests. Hold on. Let me check the diamond chest.
Yes, I think the diamond chest there by the drawers.
Mighty smelting. There we go.
Because I'm just the materials. How good is osmium as a tool?
All right. Slime steel, bronze, netherite, pig iron, bronze. Plated slime wood. What? That's new. Dark thread. Okay, maybe it's not in the mighty one. Maybe it's in the other one. Which is puny smelting. Tier 2 materials. Let's see. We have iron, seared stone, blood bone. That's a new one. Osmium. Durability on a head is 500. Handle is 1.2x. Attack is 1. Speed is 0.9. Mining is 0.9. Mining speed is 4.5. So it's okay. But its harvest tier is only iron. So until we get into the higher end materials that's in the mighty smelting, most of it is just going to be junk.
Well, just got us some lapis.
Lapis Louise.
Lapis Louise, yep.
And we are going to need to improve our storage here shortly. Certus quartz dust, dimensional shards.
Well, we could probably start making drawers for some of these things. Like there's sulfur and niter. They're taking up multiple stacks in the chests. Probably make some.
We got stacks of clay now too, so that makes it easier for me to upgrade the smeltery more.
Yeah, and drawers for some of these things probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, wouldn't. What would be nice is if we can like pipe directly into the controller. That way we wouldn't even have to worry about transporting it back and forth from the smeltery.
Well, once we can make a controller, the drawer controller, then that'll be easier.
Actually, if we make the drawer controller and centralize everything in the smeltery room, that probably would work.
Well, I discovered a function on the new drawer controller, new drawer system.
Oh.
The controller doesn't need to be physically touching the drawers.
Nani?
It's wireless now.
So as long as you're within range.
You have a linking tool that you link the components together.
Oh. That's kind of snazzy, actually.
Okay, where was it I was coming across here? So we could put, the controller under the smelter, as far as gathering the ores, and then just leave the drawers where they're at.
As long as they're linked together, I mean... Bat slime! Alright, I'm on my way back. Now I'm able to run again, and I have a clean inventory.
I am 887 blocks out.
I am 10% there.
And just so you know, I'm not counting how frequently I'm putting the torches down. I just, when I feel it's dark enough, I put a fresh one down.
That's kind of what I do. Let's just see. F7 mode is for the light.
Yeah, shows you if something's spawnable.
Yeah, so far nothing in our hallway is.
Ooh, redstone ore.
Yes, yes, and yes. We need it.
And grab the nickel ore, although we have plenty of nickel. Yeah, see, I seem to have gone through a granite and diorite layers again.
I think those layers are like the markers points like the next area. But don't quote me on that. $600.
More lapis.
Well, we could always make some obsidian and use that diamond for more clay.
Yeah, I may have skipped and left some clay behind.
Oh Jesus!
Okay. Oh! Where I'm at, I pulled up the minimap. I'm seeing some transition into what looks like some nether stuff.
Well, I'm right behind you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that dimensional shard ore does look a lot like diamond ore, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Here, there's some clay there if you want to paxel it. That works too. You just vein mined it. That's a lot of clay.
I mean, we need the clay for the smeltery, so...
Okay.
What is that?
On the
Nickel.
left, yep, I say on the left. That I think that's nickel. I picked some up further back.
And there's iron. We shall have the world's largest smeltery.
Yeah, even the mini map starting to transition. Yep, netherrack here to the right.
Nice. Hold on, I need to clean up my inventory because I got a lot of clay balls.
I mean, I've heard of people with balls of steel, but clay is a new one to me.
They're very malleable.
Oh.
Some would say form-fitting. Surprised I'm not getting yelled at for that one.
Of course, me picking up that netherrack accomplished another achievement. Oh! Pull up the nether achievement. It says it starts around 1,000 blocks from spawn.
And I got a redstone comparator. Let's go.
Oh, yes.
Which that's the key, one of the key components for the what you call it?
The crafters.
And the controller.
Go ahead and take it for the drawer controller.
So that requires quartz. So we just need the quartz. Lead.
I have some.
Got some more.
Yeah, to make the storage controller. Oh yeah, we still need blocks of quartz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, since we're getting into the nether, we should be able to start running into some of that stuff that we need now.
Some zinc ore.
Which we need for the create stuff.
Actually, we should. I think we have a fair amount of zinc in one of the compacting drawers.
Yeah, but we're going to be using a lot more of it if we keep going with the create.
True. And we do have accomplishments to make a generator and a motor.
Don't take me for granted.
Actually, Pond made that joke earlier in my chat, too.
Good job, Pawn. Oh yeah, now it's starting to sound like Nether.
And picked up some coal ore. Silver.
looks like there's another dungeon up ahead to our northeast.
Is that yep. Yep, that very does look very much like another dungeon. I'm gonna keep going forward.
Do you want me to lead with the Paxel? Because you're going through a lot faster, and I bet you're losing your.
I still have one more pickaxe after this. It's just the netherrack that I'm cooking through because it breaks so easily. I just want to get up to where it's solid red in the map area, and then start looking around for the quartz.
Well, I bet. Yeah, there's blazes in that. I mean, let me check in GEI. Netherrack plus quartz dust equals quartz ore. Netherrack plus orchid Aegium. So that's a Pitania thing. Laser drill.
So the first stone, he solved his problems, and that was therefore without sign. Yeah.
So the fan in front of. Oh, that just makes that okay. Where can I find you?
Yeah, they don't. They
die
don't.
Right in the crusher gets us quartz, 25% chance. Nether quartz crusher gets us nether quartz.
But we
washing crushed gold gets us a chance.
But to get the crushed gold, we need the crusher. Washing soul sand has a 10% chance, and that's honestly, I'm thinking if this is anything like the stone layer, I don't know how much further we're gonna have to go through all this netherrack to get quartz ore.
I don't either. That's
so let's take out a couple of these pigmen that appeared behind us and hope we get mob souls out of them.
And make our way back to our base?
Yep.
I wonder where they came from.
I think they'll just spawn regardless of light level.
Oh, yeah. We might want to put a door on here then. Or at least a one block.
Yeah. I've got some extra cobblestone. Well, I think we're far enough out, they won't spawn. As soon as you get past me, I'll put a block down. Okay,
Just did.
Okay. There's still only a certain range that mobs will spawn in. So we're far enough out, they won't spawn, all the way down at the end of the passage. There's another variation of that joke that I know, Pawn.
But we got a lot we need to do for getting this up and running, and we need that quartz. That's the only thing.
Yep.
Once we make the controller, that's going to be easy. We get the controller, we slap on the smeltery, link it, and then we start doing drawers wherever we need them.
Yeah, we need the quartz to make the mechanical crafters. We need the mechanical crafters to make the crushing stone, and then all this diorite we can turn into quartz through the crusher.
Yeah.
His cosine. There's one about I can't remember what it is, but it uses the sin/sine similarity.
So I think this second,
but I can't remember the details of it now.
We should just alternate it wheat and then those berries, because that does seem like the best food source that we have right now.
Okay. I don't remember if baked apples are a thing in here or not. I know baked potatoes are.
We can always check when we get back.
Yeah. Plus, I kind of wonder, is there another way to get a cow?
I don't know, but there are resource chickens in this apparently.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. And I got feathers so I can make the chicken thing.
Resource chickens directly piping into the into the drawer system.
Yep. And then the drawer, once we build the ME system, we can interface that with the drawer system, so we can just pull it all in and out of there.
And then somehow connect create to all that as well.
That's the tricky one, because you almost have to make your ME interfaces. And just because I haven't seen Zine do this in Ragnamod, you have your ME interface feed into a drawer or feed into a chest that drops things through the create crafting system, and then an ME importer that picks them up.
Yeah. And I watched Ragnamod with you, sir.
Yeah, so I might not have been able to catch all the details on how he did that, but I got the general idea, I hope.
I'm actually a little sad that Ragnar's basically done now. He got one more episode.
Yeah, I want to see more with Pete, though, too. The three of them was a different dynamic than you usually see with just Zine and Captain.
Oh, yeah.
6 nuggets.
And Pete definitely added to the dynamic.
4, 5, and 6. So that's 17 blocks and an ingot.
And for those of you that are in our chats that don't know who we're talking about Captain Sparkles, Zine, and Pizza Hut.
Yeah, so those of you in our chat that don't know what we're talking about, first of all, shame on you.
Well, not everybody that comes to my chat knows these people. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
But still, shame.
Okay.
Oh, you can't just replant carrots?
Okay, I did not know that.
You apparently need to plant the seeds? Or not? Or it was just being stupid for me.
So it might have just been a momentary glitch.
All right, for these source berries. Ow, ow.
Yes.
Do you just plant the berry?
I did initially, yes.
Let me replant those so I don't accidentally let things grow where they're not supposed to.
No, that's not the one. I didn't want that one. Do 1 by 2, or the consciousness just stick to Angel's side? Yeah.
All right.
Well, I didn't say you had to watch him. Just had to know. You know who he is. So that's that's enough.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to make another lever.
You know who I will not shame you for not watching him, but at least with the similarities in the communities that I'm in, and I fully accept your decisions on that. I don't want these drawers to. I don't want to try to slip a drawer into a drawer here.
How do we have copper nuggets in this?
The copper you had in the smeltery resulted in 6 nuggets, so I just poured them out into this one here.
Ah, okay.
So a drawer, yeah, a drawer full of drawers.
I gotta clean up my inventory again.
Are you doing stuff with the clay balls right away, or are you storing them somewhere?
I'm storing them in this crystalline chest for now. I've just been turning them into blocks.
Okay. Well, there's 461 in this drawer now.
All right. How do we make those drawers? Because I'm gonna need to make 2 of them.
There's just it's just a chest surrounded by planks.
Okay.
Okay. We'll process that gravel.
So I got the comparator, I got those. What else do we need for the controller?
Oops. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Storage controller. Got those. Any type of stone and the quartz.
Oh, and plank these first.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to work on our resource management here. Or inventory management. Alright, so that's all that.
Oh. Okay. Got the stick. I tried to quit tree school, but they said I couldn't leaf.
Damn you, stick!
So to be going. I try. I've got them like I've got the ads just barely at the border for not having them show up on pre-rolls. So I've got them about as infrequently as I can.
I'm gonna need that wrench again.
Let's see. Raw silver. Dimensional shards I'll toss in there. Okay. Diorite. Cobblestone I've already got a storage spot for. Okay.
Okay, 18, 8, and 6.
Oh, this is very adventuresome too. The music's just hitting me off and on as I'm sorting through this stuff. There. Okay. Put the cobblestone in there. Guess my inventory I think is about as clean as it's going to get. Got 4 more mob souls. Where's the sand? There. So I put the bucket in here, right? Yep. Okay.
All right, so that's going to town.
Just they were. Well, okay, you
I'll
are
build
European,
up on
so
the
I can understand
smeltery as we
a
go
little
along.
bit
I
getting
think
the
you're
ads in
making more
French.
soul sand.
Yep. So I can understand maybe a little bit getting them in French. I keep getting ads in Spanish.
So that crusher. Oi, that's going to be a bit of a pain. We're going to need to make 21 of the mechanism crafting units.
They make in batches of 3. I've already got the frames made. So I mean, just make 7 crafting tables, and then we need the quartz to make the rose quartz that we need to polish to make the electron tube.
So you have all the brass casings?
Yep, they're all made.
All right, I'll make the crafting tables.
Okay, I need to wash this soul sand. Okay. Again, 4 more soul sand, 4 more nothing.
The drop rate on that is what's killing us. All right, I got the 7 crafting tables. Where are you storing those things? Oh, there they are.
Diamond chest.
All right, so it's just mob hunting, basically.
Yep. Now there's a mob utilities tab. Let's see if we can do something with any of that.
Mob grinding utilities, okay.
And I got a magmatar starter. Oh, it's a power thing.
Okay, so neutralize chicken feed. Feed chickens, single use per chicken creates a golden egg. Which that's made by a bucket of XP, a beet, a carrot, potato, wheat, and any type of seed.
Got a bow. Okay. And we've got the chickens. Are you looking at the nutritious feed or the cursed feed?
the first one in the quest line, which is the nutritious.
Okay.
Oh, we got the mob fan already.
Yep.
Mob masher. I can start making if we had enough diamond.
Okay. I'm going to see what I can do with the chickens. As soon as I can remember which tab they were under. Passive resources. There we go. Chicken chaser.
Well, I am going to
Egg
start
stick.
making weaponry.
A steak. A feather. Okay.
How am I short a sword? I thought I had enough.
So, egg, stick, feather. I'm a chicken chaser now.
Well,
There must be. Well, a lot of the areas though will give you settings, let you choose which language you want, everything in. I have everything set to English. Watching Twitch, watching YouTube TV, I keep getting ads in Spanish. Watching Hulu, it'll say, which experience do you prefer? And it'll give me 2 Spanish language ad options.
more of them.
Okay. So, but everything in English too. Yeah. Okay, so what do I need to do next after laser drill and budding crystals aren't going to be a while yet?
We have 2 diamonds out of... Oh, I just need 1 more diamond. Simple backpacks.
Quest reward I just got.
Lucky.
I just got a common backpack.
Advanced item collector.
Aw. I was hoping the backpack would actually show on my back, but it doesn't.
And another
So
Lexica
data again.
Mechanica.
Yeah.
We now have 2 of the
Okay.
Lexica Mechanicas.
Okay, passive resources. Craft a chicken. Do cactus green, bone white. Bone white I think I could do. Okay.
Alright, so I am literally 1 diamond short from getting the mob masher.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we need the mechanical crafting to make any of the chickens.
So we're stuck until we can get the quartz.
Well, I can make a breeder, maybe. Yeah, I can make a breeder and the roost. So we can at least get that set up, and let me look and see what chickens drop.
There is a quartz chicken.
Yeah, but we need 20 quartz and egg to make it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I kind of saw that already.
We just need one more diamond and I can get the mob masher going. We already have a fan, apparently. Yeah, we got 2 mob fans. Then we could take that room that you created over here and turn it into an actual mob farm.
Yep. Trying to see if we could wash anything to get diamonds. But the ones we have basically came from loot bees. Okay. We need 6 hay bales.
Smelting diamond ore, blasting, crafting table.
Okay.
Arc recipe.
Oh, I need
Crushing.
seeds for that too.
Washing. Chickens, crystallizer. Jeez, you're going to town with these rewards again. Well, I just got a reward that was a miscellaneous... A temporal pouch. Slowly collects time as it sits in your inventory. You can use it on machines to speed... Oh, it's time in a bottle!
Yeah!
And a chance cube. Not just a chance cube, 16 of them.
Ooh. I'd say go for it. See if we can get any diamonds or something.
Yeah, can we get something useful?
See, that's why I was doing what I could with the chickens, is in the hope that one of the random rewards would be something useful.
Oh no! No!
What?
I accidentally planted one of the chance put one of the chance cubes down in a bad spot. Like, come to the farm.
Okay. Just a minute, I'm farming some mobs. And apparently the mobs decided to farm me. Yeah, that's a bad spot to have a chance cube sitting. Yeah.
YOLO?
Oh. Got another pickles.
You got a lead? You can take them over there.
I do.
It's like, hey, Mr. Pickles, you can go join Mr. Pickles.
As soon as I remember where I put the leads.
Oh, Mr. Pickles should be fully grown by now, too, so...
He is.
Mushroom soup. So, oh, you got the pit of lava down there.
Yeah.
I might as well grab the buckets while I'm at it so I can bring those back up.
Oh, yeah. Bring that lava back up.
Free lava? Yes, please.
Okay, gee, I wonder if I can find where my grave is. boy.
What did you do?
Creeper blew up in the tunnel.
Oh no.
That's okay. I don't think it damaged much. Yeah, I just dinged up the entrance to the mob farm a little bit.
Ow.
Ow.
That was bad.
Just regular stone, polished andesite, smooth stone. This one's regular stone. I think we had some regular stone up in here. There we go.
That was my own stupidity.
Did you try to go swimming in the lava?
I accidentally, like, sidestepped into it.
Okay. The main reason I put the mob
Witches
room...
are so hard.
Because they like to heal themselves. The main reason I put the mob room where I did is because there's a ritual you can do with blood magic to kill mobs to refill your blood for blood magic.
But is it a tie? What? I have no clue what that chance cube just did, but okay.
Let's see, those in there.
Oh yeah!
What you get?
Full set of iron armor.
Nice.
Sometimes chance cubes are helpful, sometimes they're not.
Okay, this is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Where are you? Thorin?
Right over here.
Yeah, I know. Look my direction.
Hold on.
Okay. Just look over the crafting table. Yeah, yeet! That didn't do anything.
Oh, you guys. Sling, yeah. You're not going anywhere, though.
Yeah, I know that. I've noticed. Oh! It doesn't yeet you backwards. It yeets you forward. In the previous versions of the mod, you'd use the slime sling and it'd launch you backwards.
Mm-hmm.
This one launches you forward.
Huh. Oh, present for you.
Okay. That's four. That's enough for for 4 more soul sand. I'm gonna try to get quite a bit of soul sand before I wash them again. Okay, that was an interesting sound.
Rude.
What?
So you got an empty chest available, or empty drawer?
Did it give you the sticks again?
Yeah, it did. I'm in a sticky situation.
You know what, this double chest, this large double chest over here by the pedal apothecaries. Will that hold them all?
No.
Then I'm gonna need to grow an oak here real quick. Oak sapling. No, I could do it out of birch instead of oak.
Please hurry, I don't want my stuff to despawn.
There you go.
I filled it. And double chest is the remainder.
That is just that is just a lot of dead bushes.
I mean, it was
doesn't wanna
2K
stick
with the
around.
dead bushes. Immediately, that goes right into my inventory.
Well, 2K plus another, what, 6 stacks?
Yeah.
So almost 2.5K of dead bushes.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally grew up in the southern Nevada desert. I didn't see that many dead bushes.
Vexes!
Run! I guess you didn't run far enough or fast enough.
They're still there.
Would you like help?
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them.
On my way down. Oh, they're all glowy too.
Yeah. Invisible.
Oh. I mean, honestly, who makes a mob that is invisible and can phase through solid blocks?
Alright, I took out 3 of them.
I took out a couple, and there's one up here at the main base area.
Need some arrows?
No, I'm smacking it with my sword each time it swings by me.
No, I just opened up another one and I got pelted with nothing but arrows.
Item transporter.
It just came from a chest cube.
Okay. That's
Hero
interesting.
Brian.
Yeah, Hero Brian joined the game. I will be back for you. Hero Brian left the game.
Oh no.
Okay.
We
are in a maze. I came down to check on you, and we're both in this maze now. At least it's well lit.
I don't know what to do here.
There is a way out. I think. I hope. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing we're both toast. But I don't know where our graves are going to appear.
Well, mine appeared right where the
Maze was?
maze was. And I think I got some of your stuff too. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I did. Because I didn't have the apples.
Did you get any mob souls? Yep, okay. That's yep, you got all my stuff.
And I just gave you some of you my
And yeah, I gave the diamond hoe back. And did you have a backpack?
I did not. I got the chicken thing though.
So you didn't end up with a backpack? Huh.
Torches.
Yeah, like the 4 and 5 stacks of torches I was keeping on me.
But no backpack. Jet cube.
Carpet!
Made mine. We're gonna have the prettiest cave around.
And here you're worried about the cobblestone look of everything. Okay. Hang on one second. Let me grab these last couple of carpets back here, and let me get back upstairs, and then you can put down another chance cube.
You're just like, nope, chance cube, I'm out. Come sail away, come sail away, come and sail away with me.
I come down to help with the Vexes and end up, losing some things and dying 3 times and. Okay. Oh, I think I lost a bucket as well.
May death rain upon them?
Did something down by you explode?
No.
I just heard an explosion. Okay. I have no idea what exploded or why. What?
This is awesome!
Okay, I'm on my way down. Okay, we have a house of villagers.
Yes, we do.
That I bet. Oh yes. But I can't get in. Well, I can, but I have to hand break these blocks and planks. Of course, all the villagers are unemployed at the moment, as two more chance cubes here, and it broke some of the blocks that were holding lava in, so lava's starting to flow. And now we have a cactus. And there's a villager running up the stairs too. Even a villager doesn't want to have anything to do with your chance cubes.
Now that was an explosion.
Okay, that was down by you. Okay.
That was a good explosion too.
Oh, diamonds!
So that explosion created diamonds.
Okay, just diamonds ore or diamonds?
Like diamonds. Because it was like almost a starburst of coal blocks that exploded.
Okay. Where'd I put the snad? It was just 2.
I got food on me, right?
Where did I put the snad?
I don't.
Snad. Lost my pickaxes in that maze.
Okay, so
Sorry, just the message in chat.
yeah. So they do hurt you,
Yep.
and I was so low on health as it was that
It hurt a lot.
mm-hmm.
And we now have a cactus growing on Snad. Hey, Bite Temper! Check just Hammers mod. I wasn't going for a full expansion. I was just popping a little room out there.
Well,
We've got a couple of the hammers from that just Hammers
not
mod.
gonna have to worry about Cactus Green anytime soon.
Nope.
And we now have beds. Courtesy of those villagers. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. I took their beds.
So sand. Actually, we'll grab one more sand. So do this and that. But yeah, we've been using those hammers for expansions.
That reminds me. Now I can do
So-
that.
But right now, the
my
biggest
Book. There's my book.
bottlenecks aren't room expansions. Oh, I still got 2 more. Okay. It's getting friggin' quartz.
Redstone flux cell frame.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, for the quartz. That's why I'm processing soul sand right now. Is we went out to the Nether area and couldn't find any quartz ore.
Oh,
So we need quartz to build the crafters to make the crusher, so we can crush diorite to get more quartz. What?
Mob masher.
Monster mash.
You did that mash?
Okay. 2 laser nodes, whatever those are for. Laser lens, I know what that's for. You can cook soul sand from regular sand. Oh, the hauntix, that's yeah, okay. Okay, yes. I didn't, okay. I saw the blue and I thought we had a fire going for a second there. Or water, you were spreading water everywhere. So if I do that... Oh. And we got a loot bee here dropping stuff. I'll worry about that chance cube later. Where's the flint and steel? So if I light that, that's the blue. Oh, that's not sand. Those are stripped logs.
Interior cave decoration. We need a battle axe here. We need a nice cyan carpet here.
So alliteration. Oh, you wanted an alliteration haiku. Thank you for the tip there, Bytek. I missed that. And thanks to a quick tip in chat, I've now significantly increased our soul sand production.
Oh, nice. Thank you, chat.
As long as we have one soul sand, we can basically set it on fire and then use it to convert regular sand into soul sand.
Ooh.
So I might
More chances for everything else.
Yep, I'm going to make another stack of regular sand here real quick. And then haunt that to soul sand. Let's see
It's no longer spooky season.
Hey, I don't name the crafting methods. That's tough. We grab a couple. Hey there, Arashi. Coming in with a meep. Okay, let me get these made.
One of the villagers made it up here.
Yeah, he fought when I was coming up.
I wonder, do we get mob souls from villagers?
I've been kind of wondering that myself. Oh, did you leave this?
He just took your double bed.
Did you just leave this gravel over here for any particular reason?
No.
Okay. So an alliteration haiku. Okay. Let me...
They are my beds. You will get away from them.
It's too bad a lead doesn't work on a villager. Okay, alliteration haiku. Ah, I can't use my favorite definition for alliteration. Because it's too many syllables.
Mob souls from villagers.
Then hammer it faster. Yeah, but once we get the grinder built, I'm not even going to be hammering it.
Villagers must be purged.
I mean, my brain wise,
Okay,
this is
that
the way to do it. Yeah.
Is already 3 tall.
Well, it jumped to too tall just after I put it down. Actually, before they wore out, we were doing this with I'd set up one stack. I just do one tower of this,
I have now set my spawn.
and I build the rest with a building wand. We got a couple of those from random rewards. But I'm only getting this to sand. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here, toss the sand in the haunted wash. Press K and compresses it. Yeah. The compression, I come across the compression so rarely in mod
Thanks to
packs that I
random
forget about
transcubes,
it.
we got the prettiest carpet in the town.
Yay. Okay, alliteration haiku.
Jeez, I'm still placing it.
Hey, Thorin.
Yes.
You might want to watch where you place some of the carpet. It's on fire.
Where?
Over here. By the create stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm using lava as a heat source for the tank. And so it spits little bits out now and then.
Well, if you're a spitter, you're a quitter.
So, okay, the lava's a quitter. Noted. There's some extra carpet pieces for you. Okay. Alliteration haiku.
There we go. That's all the carpet out of my inventory. Too bad you can't turn carpet directly into wool.
Actually, I'm sealing one piece for the animal pen. To make it easier to get in and out after collecting all the eggs.
Okay.
And somehow I ended up with a diamond as well. Just one. Alliteration haiku. Oh, that is a tough one. And how are you doing, Arashi? I saw you come in with the meep. How you doing? Let me see. Oh, I need to set this to wash. So I need to put that out. Grab that. Oh, it's friggin'... There. Let's see. Let's see, Pawn, you're really the alliteration king here.
What was it? Oh, do you want me to place this mob masher in that room that you got? And then we can also grab the advanced item collector to put on the back of it and those fans.
Yeah.
I don't know if those fans if the fans need power or not, but
I don't think so. I think they just need a redstone signal. Same with the mob masher.
okay, that's the mob masher, which is going to be right here.
Let's see. I want to make sure I save one of these soul sands. Okay. Still pondering and working on this alliteration haiku.
Do you want to grab those item pipes? If we have any left.
Did you put them back in the diamond chest when you were done with them?
Either the diamond chest or the crystalline chest, one or the other. But we're also gonna need some like cobble or something like that to fill in this one wall.
Yeah. They're a bright yellow. I thought I saw them in this diamond chest earlier, but I'm not seeing them now. Give me just a second. I think I can make a fresh batch. Do you still have the pipe wrench on you?
No, that might be in the chest as well.
Okay.
So we need to make the upgrades for these.
Yeah.
So this one needs length by 1, 2, 3 blocks. We need to fill in these blocks over here. And on the back side of it, I have an item collector to collect everything. And then we can just have that piped into a chest. That way we can collect.
Well, the item collector
Has a very limited supply.
But okay, range shown, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Here's the hallway, yeah. You saw that branch on you, right?
No, I don't have it on me.
Oh, that's right. You said you put it in the chest.
Yeah.
There it is. I think the item collector is meant to feed into a chest.
I'm not 100% sure about that, so that's the reason why I said,
Yeah.
hey, why don't you just grab a chest to be on the safe side. Let's just see here. Mob fam whip upgrade takes 3 feathers and 3 iron ingots, or 4 iron ingots. And do we have feathers yet?
We have a couple.
Where would they be at?
One of the double chests, top or bottom. As a haiku, do you call it?
There's one. We only have one.
Well, we have a bunch of chickens if you want to pull a couple out and get feathers out of them. See if it'll let me do the pipe into the...
All right, I got the 3 feathers.
And completed the quest for upgrades.
Oh, I'm gonna need more feathers for the...
Okay.
All right. That gets me that. I don't remember how many of these I'm going to need.
Okay, so this is the area it will work in.
All right, so that went one block further. And that went one, so I need 2, 3, 3 more of that, 2 more of that. We're gonna need a lot more chickens.
Yeah. Pick up items up to 7 blocks away. Items can be filtered. See, those are for ignore NBT. That's for the filter. Yes. But then, what does it do with the items? That's a very good one, Pawn. What do you call it when the same letter starts words? Alliteration. Do
you still need mob souls?
They're going to be handy to make more soul sand if we need to, but actually, you know what? Since this was mainly to get the mob souls.
Well, there's mob souls and everything else, so.
Yeah.
Mob drops.
Yeah. Is this only...
Okay, so we only got 3 chickens left, and only one of them is an adult. Unless we have more eggs somewhere.
Chest there next to the small garden. That's okay, that's what it was.
Oops.
Okay.
Didn't want that.
So I'm not gonna bring out the Y, but if I'm gonna extend out the X and Z. Okay. 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 Item collector is working.
Entities known as chickens have been produced. And you get mob souls from chickens.
Okay. Washing almost a stack of soul sand. Hoping to get something out of it. But yeah, Pawn, that does follow the syllable.
This is one of those moments where you're just like, come on. No choo-choo, no choo-choo.
10 quartz.
Nice.
I've got a whole full stack. I'm going to go ahead and wash it too. So we're going to want some redstone dust too.
Well, we have redstone dust.
Yeah.
We have redstone, so.
Yeah. Okay. Don't think that redstone right there is enough.
I have 5 on me, and there should be...
Let's see.
Yeah, there's more in the crystal.
Okay. Did you put the 5 you had on you in the crystal?
I did not.
Okay, because let's see. We need 8 times 7, so 56, and I've got 37.
Well, here's 3 more because I need 2 more for the fan upgrades again.
I'm real
Just on the
loose with
floor.
the season rules on haiku. I more just go with the syllable rule. Thorin, do you have itty bitty bits?
I got itty bitty bitties.
Oh, that's a chisels and bits mod. That is a pain.
Yes, yes it is. I'm hoping we can ignore it. Hey, Skeeter.
Okay, what was I gonna jump into here? Oh, you know, I'm gonna grab some.
I got seeds on me for these chickens. Hopefully we can get them to grow faster.
You know what? What'd you say then? K. Oh, and the JEI. Nope, that's not what.
Ugh. Where do you want me to put mob souls?
I've been putting them in the bottom chest here by the crafter because I've been using them in crafting.
And did we place an anvil yet or no?
No, we haven't.
I'll make one up real quick.
Let's see. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go and just break this stone hammer.
Okay,
Controls.
what was I gonna do?
Keybinds.
Oh, I still got those buckets on me. I can go grab more of that lava while I'm thinking about it.
Let's see. Miscellaneous advancements. Apparently, I'm looking through the keybinds. There's a button to whistle for luggage. So when he's not sitting in a chest somewhere,
dick.
yeah. Compressed stack, yeah, it's K.
That's one thing that I probably am not gonna pull out again is luggage until we're further along.
Actually, he would have been handy when we were working our way through the tunnel there. There's only
Oh yeah, if we take him along at that point in time, that'd be great. Otherwise, he's a pain.
has to be done in a regular crafting grid. Pocket storage is handy, yeah. So I want to break this down to dust. I should grab that chest and put it over there by where I'm doing the smashing. See, and I had a backpack until we kind of lost it in a chance cube glitch. Our two graves got entwined, and some of my items got lost. I need that down here.
Well, one thing's for sure, after you got your hot tub, we're gonna have plenty of
Lava for the smeltery, yep.
yeah, for quite some time.
Hydrate from Arashi. Thank you for the hydrate with the magical invisible bottle. Okay. Washing about 2.5 stacks of dust here, hoping for some redstone. And then since I did the last cobble gen upgrade, you want to do the next one?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like 3 blocks and 5 ingots of iron.
And 3 blocks of iron.
3 blocks and 5 ingots. Put them in the smeltery, and then grab the cobble generator and put it in a basin.
All right, so 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingots. Cobble gen.
Almost. Nope. That should be enough. I think it's going to be just enough. Let's see, bone meal's over here. I see a baby slime. There's now a dead baby slime. Skystone dust, I'm pretty sure I have up there. Glowstone dust, didn't have anywhere yet. Okay. There we go. Cobble Gen Tier 3. Okay. Now, what is it? The electron tube, polished rose quartz, need the sandpaper, just paper and sand. We don't have any sugarcane growing yet anywhere, do we?
No, we do not. That's one of the things that we need to get going. Sugarcane and bamboo.
Okay. Sugarcane, crook, sand. Okay. Well then, let's make some more sand, crook it real quick, and see how much sugarcane we get. Because I need paper to turn this rose quartz into the right rose quartz for the crafters. That is a heck. I might switch that out and do that between streams. Do
you still have that overly powerful hammer somewhere?
The one for digging out stuff?
Yeah.
You were the last one to use it that I know of.
I think I put it back in one of these double chests. Not in there.
See, I don't see it anywhere.
Shoot. All right. Stupid plants.
I can place in good
I'm going to
shapes.
try
Really, I
and
can.
quickly as possible get us to another farm. Because eventually we're going to need a kelp farm as well for create.
Okay, that was perfect.
What?
My hammer broke by hammering the exact number of things I needed.
Nice.
So let's see. There's a crook. I heard that slime over here. Ooh, big slime.
Let's see here.
Ooh, got a glow ink sack. Put the vines over here. They're a nice natural thing. They can go in that natural crystal chest. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cook these in the hammering room. Oh. Looks like all the chickens have grown up. If you needed to do some more egg things.
Time to cull them. I need their feathers. I need... Let's see.
Okay, got some sugar cane. Let's say got 4. Okay, that's good. Perfect. There's still any water in here. Yep. I don't know if the snad needs the water or not. I'll find out here real quick.
How many feathers do I need? Shoot.
Nope.
6, 10,
2,
14.
It's gonna be 3. Gonna set up the sugarcane spot here momentarily.
I'm clearing out a space for you right now.
Okay, I've got the snad for it.
Oops. Get a little much. And again. So these bigger hammers that like knock things out real quick
Yeah.
are not that expensive, actually. Like this particular one, I just made it. It's just 3 sticks and 3 iron.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the sugar cane right here real quick.
No, I'm making of like a full blown like farm for you.
Well, so I need paper to make the sandpaper, so I'm gonna get some going here real quick while you finish digging out and setting everything else up.
Oh, okay. Oops. Wrong tool.
Yeah, because I just put them down. They're already two in size. Okay, so make some paper. And I have a kelp and a couple of bamboo too. Whenever we're ready to grow those. The kelp we're going to want to make a deep pit to fill with water.
Oh, now that I have something that can actually make a big pit with, I can make you a pit.
Automatically applied using the deployer when used applies polish to items held on the offhand or lying on the floor when okay. Offhand.
Alright, where is our sand?
I've got a bunch on me. 1 second. 7. Do you want sand or snad?
Whichever snad will actually grow faster.
Drop those 2 at a time into the mixer. That's the sand I just gave you. I think you might be able to drop them 4 at a time, just even numbers at a time in there, and it'll make the snad. Okay. So. Mechanical crafter. Weird. Okay, there's those. There's those. Okay, that needs 7 iron sheets. Get ready for some clangs by you too.
You click this out when it's done.
Just right click. Empty hand. There's a way to have it filter just certain things out into another basin, but we're not using that right now. Pon, my German is lousy. I know the sound of German, but what the individual words mean, I could not tell you at all. Okay. Electron tubes. Mechanical crafters are complete.
Mechanism crafter.
Mechanical crafter are complete. Yep. Just want to get an idea here. Just the layout. 3 to each side. So it's a 3. So it's a 9. Yeah, okay. So it's a 3 by 3, then with 3 more on each side. Okay. Just need to figure out where to set this up and then run power to it. You know, mechanical power. Oh, nope, wrong. Wrong. There we go. That is not where I wanted that to be at all.
The rest of my snad should be ready.
Oops. Okay, then these last 3 up on the very tip top. My favorite language puns, okay. Can I, just for the time being, yes, okay. Germany puts a table in a bathtub. Tish. The tish is, you know, like rim shot. I got that, and I'm sure there's some German words in there.
Now that's how you get a sugarcane farm started.
Okay. So now we just need to get some mechanical power to this thing. I don't think I have any cogs in there. I know I have a big one in here. I think I got a gearbox in here too.
Oh, Eleanor, you know what? Something we should look into?
Yeah?
Auto harvesters.
Yeah. They require a degree of power, don't they?
Yes. The mechanical power.
Okay. Could have swore I had a gearbox in this chest. There it is. Vertical gearbox. Which I'm going to need anyway. No, I'm not, because if I... Can I... No, I need to gear that, not... This is bath around table. So, put a table in a bathtub, but I'm bath around table. Yeah, that, okay. That is a good one. I know some people that know German. So I will definitely have to pass that on to them. Oh, I wonder, can I do... No. Where'd my big gear go? If I do that there... Can I fit a small cog in there to fit? I hear the slime. So many slime balls.
I mean, normally it's not a good thing to have slimy balls.
Okay, I mean, I need to shower, I'll admit.
Well, it is the weekend, so
Yeah.
it's a little forgivable. Unless the missus tells you, you stink!
Okay. Oh, sure. Sure,
All right,
that
look
is
north,
just...
there's your sugarcane farm.
Okay. Well, I just needed one piece of paper to make the sandpaper to set up the mechanical crafter here. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay.
And with that, I'm actually overtime. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Whoops.
So I will get this mechanical crafter hooked up, but I won't run anything in it yet. And then next week we can get the engine and the alternator for it set up.
And the grinder we can actually start making all the components for.
Yep. 'Cause that's a lot of the andesite alloy, so I think I can get that done between now and next time.
Oh yeah, especially now that the smelter is too tall. And with
Yeah.
all that clay that we picked up, I'm going to build it up more.
Okay. Yeah, because the andesite alloy is just 2 zinc nuggets or 2 iron nuggets and 2 pieces of andesite.
The only thing that I'm going to need... Oh, I was hoping for those scaffolding, but that I can hold off on getting that because we need bamboo for that one, and we haven't come across that yet.
I have one with me right now. Right, it's in my hand.
Oh, we can replace that one of these sugar canes then.
Yep.
Here, right here.
Nope.
No.
It's not letting me plant it there. Let me try the dirt over here. Plants in just regular grass, regular dirt.
Ah, okay.
So we'll just let those grow there until we can dedicate a spot for them. Okay. Gonna do this with another cog.
Ow.
Or do I need to set something else up?
These vines are pretty and all, but they get in the way sometimes. There we go. That's better. Alrighty then, sir. We will do a little bit more of offline grinding like we normally do. And I will see you in 2 weeks.
Alrighty. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So that overstresses this because I've got so much of the speed going to there. And I'll fall down the stairs. Okay. For right now, let me just to make sure I have this working. I'm going to take that out. Okay, this won't. 64 stress units. That's all that's running. Or is each one of these doing 64 stress units? Okay. Okay. Second, and I'll there's cogs and slime balls. Yeah. So yeah, if each one of these is generating 64 stress units and we need all of them to function. Okay, that's going to be a lot of stress units. A lot more than we're generating out of the water wheel. And I think a lot more than we're generating out of the now let me see. Because that was with a speed increase. So I would have been increasing it with the speed going from the big to the little. Oh. Thorin, thank you very much for the raid there. I'm just sitting here pondering mechanics. Let's do this straight. Make another small cog. So enjoy your reunion next weekend, and of course, getting the raiders we must defend.
Arm phasers, fire everything we've got.
Okay, firing phasers. Pew pew.
I just realized my heater cut off. Okay. So this came in from Thorin. I am Alec Nor. I like games. I like mainly story-based games, although I do some that don't have a whole lot of story to them. I've been known to put pen to paper and make stories of my own every now and then, and I'll do this hydrate as requested by Pawn with my invisible magic bottle here. I am Alec Nor. I'm the voice you were just hearing with Pawn there, or with Thorin there. An antigen haiku. You guys really like the challenging haikus today, don't you? Antigen haiku. Let me make this cog and see if this will work to power that. That still overstresses it. Brings it down to 32. Okay. I think I tried this and I can't get that to reach. Because then that would just speed it back up again if I could get that to connect. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'll see if I can power it off of that set off the steam generator too. But antigen haiku. I mean, I think I have a pretty good idea what antigens are. Let me Google real quick just to make sure that the idea I have in my head. It's antigen, not antigem. Okay, so it's close to what I was thinking. So it's okay. Okay. So I think I got the third got the third line done. No, I'm not gonna. My pen's not writing right, so I'm gonna use my use the Windows notebook. So let me get that pulled up here as well. Listen to the clucking chickens over there. Windows, there we go. Windows accessories, Notepad. So third line. Let's see. Okay, so I got the second line, got the third line. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, as requested by Arashi, the antigens haiku. Antigens present. Germs and bugs in my body. Immune response now. So antigens present. Germs and bugs in my body. Immune response now. There's the antigens haiku. Switch. Pick the scene. Stop trying to move the scene. Just pick the scene. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to need to make some more shafts. Means I need more andesite alloy. Let me grab some zinc nuggets, iron. There's zinc nuggets there. Oh, I did not. Okay. Oh, I need to make the andesite alloys. Do we not have any? No, all the andesites. Oh, I moved all the andesite over here, didn't I? That's the clay. That's the andesite, yep. Okay. That should be enough for now. But you know what? I'm going to do... Because I grabbed stacks of zinc. Jeez. I'm with it. Really, I am. There we go. I still got some zinc nuggets on me. That's cobblestone. Sand, common loot crates. I'll open here in a minute. But first... Okay. Let me see, I'm going to need a bit to be right here. So actually, yeah, that works. I think I'm going to need another gearbox. No, actually, you know what? I run that. Yeah. Let's see if I do... Just for testing purposes here. Another one. Well, thank you, Arashi. Thank you. I try. I mean, there. You definitely do give interesting topics. Although I still don't think I did that. I didn't. I dodged more than actually did that alliteration one for pawn. So if I do... No. I should be able to gearbox there, then shaft there. Okay. Okay, so that will still power that at that speed. Let's see if we can increase that speed. I want it coming straight off the side, not up or down. Well, since I have options there, let's... Gearbox. Shaft. Shaft. Big cogwheel. Then I can... Can't I? You're not gonna let me... Okay. So that's turning it faster, so that will craft a little bit faster now. Okay. So that will work. Ah! Keep falling down those stairs. Okay. So that should work. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck all the wood a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's how much. Alliterations aren't... Well, and I was trying to keep each line, either the whole haiku or each line of the haiku, alliterated as well. So it was... Yeah. Put up a fence around them. Yeah. But got this running. I'm not gonna run anything in it yet. So anything I can think of right now would be an achievement, an advancement. But it is working. So actually, I just want to kind of wonder. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. But we got the crafter set up. So that's all good to go. The bamboo's starting to grow. Totally should have an axe to cut that down. And this is all grown. Can I? Nope. Okay. In some packs, you can right-click the base of the sugar cane to you know, collect it and still leave it, you know. Okay. Did I get it all? Some of it's already starting to grow back up again. Okay. I just gathered quite a bit of sugar cane there. I'm just gonna dump it in there for the time being. Kelp. We got some cactus. We got some cactus growing. The kelp we're gonna need to grow. So I'll stick it over here in the gardening chest for right now. Stick these cogs at... Oh, it's no idea how I got here. I'm stumped too. Jeez. Okay, I can put the shafts in there though, right? Nope. They'll fit in there. So yeah, definitely need some inventory management and straighten up. Bucket. Sand, paper, sand. Sandpaper. Got a music disc, turtle egg, and another chance cube. We can set up some toidles. We got 2 toidle eggs. Yeah. Figuring out what do we want to put in drawers. You know, making some drawers for them. It'll be much easier once we get a controller. Maybe even, you know, like for all the create stuff, the gearboxes, the tools, putting a chest over here by create with all that stuff in it. So, what's this? Where's this creeper? Is there a creeper down here? There's a villager wandering around too. I can hear him. Grab my torches. Oh, nice, nice blockage of the lava. No? Or is there more space above this than the creeper's up above? Alrighty, let me pop these 2 chance cubes I've got. Controller will be number 1 in 2 weeks. Yeah. Let me see. Is there it's a redstone comparator, which we can definitely do now. Got the tough. You know what? I can run some more. 2 sets of drawers. I think we have the quartz for that. If not, it's real easy. Sheeps! Whole lot of jets. Okay. Let me go. We've now got a sheep room. So I'm going to pop this other cube down here. Everything but the quartz, yeah. I forgot with all the head hitters. Hey, I'll take a couple levels of experience out of that. That worked. Bonk, 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 bonk. So let's see. Yeah, because that's 8. Because the block of quartz. What's Elven quartz? Sunny quartz. Quartz. It's just 4. So that's 9, and we've got 11. So we have the quartz for it. Because you need 4 for each of these. So that's 8. Then 1 for that one. That's 9. So yeah. We have the quartz for that. Now, actually, since that achievement popped up, we lost that backpack. Oh, I've got a lot of things to pick up. There's the common backpack. Any old chest. 3 leather, 2 string, 2 white dye. Do we have leather here somewhere? Okay, I might need to cull some of these chickens and not breed anymore right away. Yeah. Oh, the linking tool. Yes. From a linking tool. Paper, a diamond, a chest, and 2 gold. So we're good. Diamond chest or drawer, yeah. So any old drawer. Some paper, which we have the I'm doing this by hand because I don't want to hurt the cows. And I'll try to keep the cows behind me. Pickles, don't get in my way, Pickles. Trying to call some chickens. Okay. That should be enough for now. Toss the eggs in here and the raw chicken. Oh, I have a stack of andesite on me. Oh, from mining it downstairs, that's right. The mob soul. Feathers in the top chest. Feathers in the top chest now. Okay. So, feathers are collected. I'm going to need to get me some more apples. Okay, the oak tree's grown, so I can get apples out of that. That's right, I was looking for leather. Okay. Rotten flesh. Do we really not have any? Well, we haven't had a whole lot of animals that drop leather to get it from. So, is there a way to make the leather? Four rabbit hides. A wild and wing will get us leather. Welcome table. Milling a saddle. That's automated packing. That's all of that. Stone furnace, cooking for, cutting board. Leather gear, leather something else, or leather chicken. Precision sawmill or mana infusion. We're not quite to that in Botania yet. Yeah, we don't have leather yet. What's it take to make the leather chicken? Gonna breed a string and a cocoa brown. So there's gonna be a lot of chicken breeding coming up before long. Getting started. We got that done. I just got a hearthstone. Upgrades. Metal warning door. That was for the mechanical crafter. Flux. Basically, we got flux points. We got flux storage. Now all we need is something to generate the flux. So welcome is completed. Getting started is almost done. That's, yeah. See, that's going to be easy. We've got the gold to do that. The diamond one's going to be tough. Next room is a chicken room. Yep. See, exploration. Visit another dungeon, which is what we saw. I might go visit. I'm not going to do it offline, but that stone dungeon. I think that's where I'll start next time. Storage controller. We're going to make the armory cabinet. Armory cabinet we can make, but I would hold off on putting on because you can't. Like we can put stuff in and out of these drawers manually. You can't do that with the armory cabinet. You can only do it via the controller, and you can only pull stuff out via an automated system. So wait until we get the, we can make it, but wait until we get the ME system set up. Looks like refined storage, I think, is be the first one that we do. Silicon is cooking quartz. Okay. Crossbreed of chicken. Let's make an absorption hopper. It requires a ender pearl. Which comes from a chicken, ender pearl chicken, which is diamond. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of chicken breeding. Potato, pumpkin seed, annual seed. How do we get the fluid XP buckets? Is there an XP drain? There is. XP drain singularity tank. Okay, gotta be a little bit before we can make it. We can make the singularity tank, but a little bit before we can make the XP drain one. Because the Eyes of Ender. Teleports player to their personal spawn point, or if enabled, the world spawn. Oh, okay. I'm going to hang on to you. Actually, let me go ahead and... I don't want a barrel. Do we have any diamond or crystal chests stashed away anywhere? Tree of Impending Doom. Just add water. Not a new one. Okay. Gold to diamond. Diamond to crystal. Diamond chest. The gold chest, which is an iron chest, which is a chest. Yeah, chest surrounded by 8 iron. Oops. One too many. Okay. I'm not going to go with the full diamond chest. I'm at least make the gold chest. To put over here. I can hear the villager. Okay. So, anything create. The wrench. Mechanical pump. Rolling mill. Train schedule. I think that's all we create stuff from in there. Create crafts in a... Yeah, let's see. Alright, fluid pipe. Hand cranks. Okay. Just cleaning up and organizing a bit now. So let's see. I thought I had some cogwheels and shafts left over. Where did I put them? So I had a couple extra cogs. Like a small cog on me still. Where did it go? I'm losing things here. My mind, the least important of which... Oh! We have 4 of the field projectors now. From quest rewards, we can start shrinking things. Item controller or collector. Yeah, it should be cogs. There's the shafts. Should be at least 1 or 2 small cogs left here somewhere. I just cannot find them. So not in my inventory. Huh. All these train tracks are create. They've disappeared, it did. So I used one. I had like 3. I used 1 there. Used the gearbox that I already had. Made the shafts. I have no idea where all these cogs have gone. That's gonna bug me now. Getting to the Nether ring. I don't know if they're like minecart tracks. I don't know enough about Create to know if we ride those or if just resources ride them from one spot to another. Train track. Designed for train contraptions. Place rows of track and bolt. Click on an existing track. Yeah. Then place or select a second track. As turns or slopes. Sprint key while connecting, make a... Okay, that's fine. But can people ride them? Well, that's kind of cool that we, if we have some in, whatever it is in our inventory, in the offhand. Tracks and the Nether. Let's go ahead and see what's next. Tracks placed up against another portal. Yeah. We'll attempt to create a paired track on the other side. Now able to travel across dimensions. Train track, train station, train signal, observer, controls, schedule. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if people can ride the rails and if they be any faster than just walking or running. Is there anything left in here? No, okay. Alrighty. So is there any raw resources in here? Grab these, because I saw one in there. I'll put them in there. Anything that needs to be smelted in here. Got some tin. Don't really have a place to put tin yet. Got a crap ton of dimensional shards. Copper nuggets. Did I just see some copper nuggets? See, aluminum nuggets. We don't have any. We don't have any aluminum yet. Oh, it's just gonna be. I don't know why I keep going to that cobblestone chest. I know what's gonna be in there. Do we have? Do we really only have 2 raw osmium? I could have swore I grabbed more than that. Yes, there's 19 more. Okay, the zinc we have a drawer for. So let's get that processed. Oh. Is there a Tinker's tab? Power, thermal series. No, okay. I think I'll wait until ooh. I might start getting into some magic. Archwood planks. Blazing archwood. Okay, archwood is something we haven't encountered yet. Archwood log. Oh no, wait! I think we have. I think we have some archwood saplings. 8 ingots. We do. Blazing and cascading, okay. And flourishing. So we could start getting into some magic here soon too. Which might help with taking out mobs. Let's see, just going straight alternating between the, yeah. I think there's enough seeds over here to do what the last row of wheat. Yeah, I think that's enough seeds right there to do that. Ouch, ouch. Yeah, especially with these berries, we're gonna want something harvesting these as automatically as possible. They hurt. There. Garden's full. Magic, yep. We don't have as much wheat as I thought we did. But there's a lot more that can be harvested, so just do that. Do that. Grab those for munching. Put those away, put that away, put those away. We got a lot of foods. I'm gonna go process this osmium. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, it is processing. Zinc ingot, block of iron. 8 zingots. Block of iron put away. We still have 29 blocks of iron. And three blocks and an ingot's worth. 1 ingot. No. Put the cast back. 1 ingot. 3 blocks. Actually, I should have done these all as ingots. Because that way they'll take up 1 storage spot instead of 2. Okay. So I've done some storage organizing and adjusting. We've got the chicken catcher, so actually I could even just capture up these chickens if I wanted to. Okay. Got a bunch of sheep downstairs with a skeleton, it looks like. I'm going to need to call the sheep. I hate to do it, but... I'm going to leave 2. Because I swear I saw a skeleton face down here on the mini-map. Okay, there's 3 sheep left. 3 sheep works. Just, guys, stay out of the lava, okay? Actually, I might come pick the last of that up. Just so the sheep don't fall in it by accident. Some raw mutton. Some wool. Now fills that chest up. Buckets. Let me grab about 3. I'll make 4 buckets worth. Oh, dang it. Of course, then the 4 buckets just stacked with the buckets that were already in here. Go down and grab the last of that lava. Just so the sheep don't roast themselves in it. That goes back under that wall. Hello, Jeb. Why was I thinking that I saw 4 there for a second? Let's see, that could use some lava. That reaches up under the wall there. That was a bigger area of water that it converted to lava than I thought it was going to be. And I can hear the villager up here somewhere. That gold chest is now glitched. I hear him right around here, but I have no idea where he is. He's stuck there somewhere. He got himself in, he can get himself out. Okay, this should be the last of the lava delivery. Now this should last our smeltery for quite some time. What does it take to make fluid pipes? Right here. That with 2 buckets. Oh. Pff. Not 100% certain it's not an achievement to make those fluid pipes right now, so I'm not going to. But, that should eliminate all the lava. I'm just going to light things up down here a little bit, so our sheeps don't get all lonely. Showing any spawnable areas. Okay, sheeps. Enjoy your new home. I literally just lit it up down there so you'd be comfortable down there. And you're coming up here. Stay down there. We were talking about putting a door on that long tunnel so mobs, aggressive mobs couldn't come down and at us. Now here we keep getting mobs coming up the stairs at us. Got a villager and a Jeb. You know what? Let's see. Shears. Give me those shears. Oh, it just comes off as white wool. There's grass there if you want to go ahead and eat some. See if you can stay all colorful. Bah, to you too. Okay. That's good. That's enough. Oh, sorry. There's a turn that show area off. This is all still lit up. But actually I wanted to, I think, yeah, like I said, I think that just needs a redstone signal. All of those do. So let me make a couple levers. Guess the mob masher's on now. I think we have a couple of redstone repeaters if that redstone won't carry that far. Actually, I can just put this about here. And grab the redstone that we've got. Or no, did we have had only the perfect amount of redstone for that, didn't we? Let's get some more redstone for that to work then. But for the time being, hide area. Hide area. Yep, that works. Don't want to get myself mashed here. I'll just go make another lever. Any more sticks? We got some planks. Okay. I'm going through a lot of sticks today. Turn you off for just a second. Put you there. That one goes on. Ouch. Okay. Close that. Close that. Grab the cobblestone and chests out of the cobblestone and torches out of there. Put the shears away. Where'd you go, Jeb? You running for me, Jeb? Alrighty.